Good morning, everyone. My name is Calvin Mead. This is Dave Galley. We're with Empire Painting and Construction. We want to thank you for having us this morning and look forward to giving you a short and sweet yet informative presentation. So since we are a painting and construction company, we are going to focus a little bit on our wood replacement side of things and the process you'd want to take as a board in getting a qualified scope of work. So step one, actually this is kind of just an understanding here of the steps, and we'll get into more detail in a second, but a clear understanding of what work is to be performed. So as a board, you want to meet with homeowners and kind of come up with exactly what it is you want to focus on. What are the expectations you want to set when going into the scope creation. And this is important because you want to get like-for-like proposals from all the contractors. So having a scope of work ahead of time that's clear to what your expectations are is very important. And it minimizes the chance of change orders down the road once you start the project, and it sets clear expectations. So if we can get to the next slide.
So starting with creating a scope, plan early, especially when you've got wood replacement in your community. You want to make sure that you identify as much of what needs to be replaced. Typically, it takes several months to get your scope put together, and then once you put it out to bid, it does take some time for the contractors to go through and make sure that what's in the scope is what actually needs to be done.
And then also you want to get involved. Don't be afraid to meet with the contractor ahead of time, set a pre-walk, go over a couple buildings, let them know exactly what, identify the wood that you think is bad that needs to be in the scope, in the matrix, so that when we go out there and spend a couple days, our estimator spends a couple days out there, he's able to identify exactly what it is you want. And a final job walk is also very important, so just meeting with them after, going over the scope of work, and don't be afraid to spend a lot of time going through each one and just being sure that this is exactly what you want allocated out to bidders. So.
And please don't be afraid to ask questions. And questions are always very, very good when you're on a job walk. Set hard deadlines, and setting hard deadlines creates a clear understanding of what the expectation is for payment schedules. And then also, it's as many of the Orange County communities age, it's also very important to keep in mind how to keep your community relevant. If you can have a 35-year-old community, but it may look brand new through different materials that you use, whether you use a composite material or if you continue to go with wood. So keep in mind trying to keep your community relevant.
And then funding methods. This is also very important, just knowing that you're able to fund a project. So if you're able to reach out for loans, or we can offer you payment plans, and that's something that we'd like to talk to you about ahead of time. And also always anticipate some change orders. And I know we want to limit this as much as possible, but there are always going to be 10%, 15% change orders that come up as we go. It's just areas that we can't see from the ground level. Our estimators do a great job, but at the same time they're going to miss some stuff, and we want to make sure that the end product looks good and that you're happy. So.
And that's a great point, Calvin. But just to add to that really quick, I mean, when a building's pressure washed, it does open up quite a few other areas that may not have been visible, just because the paint may have been covering up the dry rot. So there's things that are definitely unforeseen. Also, make sure the contractors you're considering are qualified and are insured to minimize liability to the association. And one thing that we do is all of our crew, they are our employees.
And check the references. Don't be afraid to ask of some of the previous work they've done. We have some great references here in Orange County. I don't want to try to sell you on us, but we're always able to provide you with some projects we've done recently. And yeah, thank you very much hope you guys learned something. And if you guys have any projects you're looking to do in the next couple of years, we'd love to help you out and get started. Thank you.